The next step is to create our constraints. After you've verified that you have a closed profile, you can go to the Sketch tab, say OK to close that analysis. Under the Sketch tab, we have features here, and this feature is called Constraint. The constraint will allow me to edit the value. So if I select that line and click a position, if I want to, I could change that. But I never change any of the values until I have this thing fully constrained. That way I don't accidentally move something. So I don't care what the dimensions are, I just pop in all constraints. Now if I double click constraints, it will stay active. So I can select this line, and I'm just going to put my cursor right here and locate this 2-inch dimension. I just simply left click, and then, oh, it didn't stay on here. Let's double click that and see if it'll stay on. I'm going to grab this line here, click a position, and I'll click this line here. See, my constraints didn't stay active. You should be able to double click that and keep that on. And then I'm going to select this line here and click a position. Notice I'm going about a 1/2 inch apart. I have my grid on so I can set that up. Just click off at no man's land, and that's it. So that is how you create constraints. So we have dimensions on a drawing. That's going to go into a drafting workbench inside a drawing border where we create views. We have measurements where we measure items to see what they are, what the lengths are, width, diameters, and such. But in the sketch work environment, what we do is we create constraints. So we just went through this exercise using that feature called constraint, and we just added 4 constraints. Those can be edited, but I don't want to change any values until I have this part fully constrained. When I go to the analysis and I analyze this, it tells me it's still under constrained. The reason why it's under constrained is because we don't have any way of knowing which way the part's going to move. For example, if I change that 4-inch dimension, the left line might move instead of the right, and I would want the right line to move. So I will close this off. It's under constrained. In the next demo, I'm going to show you how to get it fully constrained.